Hello everyone, welcome to TTVNEWS with some last event in Tay Ninh province, and now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, on the occasion of Chol Chnam Thmay Traditional New Year Festival of the Khmer people, the delegation of Tay Ninh province led by Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm, Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of the Provincial People's Council, visited and sent Happy New Year wishes to the leaders and people of Svay Rieng province, Kingdom of Cambodia.
Visiting and also wishing for the death holidays of the Khmer people was also a delegation of Long An province, receiving delegations from two provinces to visit and celebrate the New Year in Svay Rieng province. There were missing Men Som Ong, Deputy Prime Minister of Royal Government of Cambodia, Mr. Man Vipon, Chairman of the People's Party, Governor of Svay Rieng Provincial Administration, and many local leaders here. Speaking at the ceremony, Mr. Man Vipon expressed his pleasure to welcome the delegates of the two provinces who visited and wished the Cambodian people Khmer Traditional New Year of 2022. In 2022, the Vietnam-Cambodia Friendship Year, the year the two countries celebrate the 55th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations, hoping that the relationship of the three provinces of Tay Ninh, Long An, and Svay Rieng will become more and more durable, closely continue together to effectively implement the guidelines, policies, and comprehensive development cooperation agreements signed by the governments of the two countries in the period of good neighborly traditional friendship cooperation, comprehensive long-term sustainability. Leaders of the two provinces of Tay Ninh and Long An wish the leaders and the people of Svay Rieng province enter the new year with new beliefs, continue to achieve more achievements on the path of development, especially will successfully organize the election of the Council of Communes and Wards for the new term in 2022. Recently, during the complicated situation of the COVID-19 pandemic, the Tay Ninh provincial government has also supported and assisted in many aspects of work for the Cambodia side, especially in the prevention and control of COVID-19 pandemic. The armed forces of the two provinces in particular and the two countries in general continue to closely coordinate and cooperate in performing the tasks of border management and protection, especially in controlling and preventing illegal entry and exit. And ladies and gentlemen, to implement the urban development program of Tay Ninh province with a vision to 2030, the People's Committee of Tay Ninh province directed the Department of Construction to coordinate with relevant departments to inspect and review on implemented urban planning projects. They are required to review the statistics on shortcomings and problems in the implementation process and thereby proposing solutions to adjust and supplement accordingly. The People's Committee of the Tay Ninh province also directs a number of solutions to construction, management, and implementation of the general planning for the construction of existing urban centers to suit the actual development situation of the urban area, orienting to comfort and structure as well as investment. Speed up the implementation of infrastructure investment in industrial zones and clusters to attract investors, strengthen inspection and supervision of the implementation of construction according to urban planning in the whole province. Review specific local policies on compensation, resettlement, site clearance, and job change in a synchronous and consistent manner, ensuring that the living standards of the resettled people are higher than their own places of residence. Mechanisms of creating land funds in urban areas and residential areas to serve resettlement, mechanism for allocating capital sources to meet the compensation and site clearance needs, having preferential policies attract investors for urban development.
After many years of struggling with the pandemic, in the first quarter of 2022, Vietnam's economy grew strongly and prospered in the most fields, creating momentum for the remaining months.
The number of new established enterprises reached a record high. The capital demand increased. Vietnam's gross domestic product GDP growth in the first quarter of 2022 is about 5.03%, signaling expected difficulties in achieving the government's 6.5% annual target. However, the General Statistics Office of Vietnam has suggested maintaining the current target level. The agroforestry fishery sector grew to 2.45%, contributing to 5.76% to the economy's overall growth, while the industry and construction sector grew to 6.38%, contributing to 51.08% of the total, and the service sector increased by 4.58%, contributing to 43.16%. The manufacturing and processing sector continued to lead the industrial sector, recording an impressive increase to 7.79%. Many products also recorded positive growth rates. Agriculture continued to be the mainstay of the economy, while the service industry was seeing strong recovery. Despite the challenges, the General Statistics Office of Vietnam suggests that keeping in place the 2022 growth target given the potential for future growth. It pointed specifically to the stable growth of the agroforestry fishery sector, with many products commanding high prices due to strong demand. Industrial production has recovered well, while exports have increased strongly. In addition, the government's socio-economic development and recovery programs, underpinned by significant support policies such as value-added tax and interest rate reduction, has also contributed to production recovery and investment attraction.
Ladies and gentlemen, in order to improve quality and value and bring Vietnamese wood closer to the world standards, the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development is planning to increase the number of products meeting OCOP standard to 6,500.
According to the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, the whole country has 62 provinces and cities organizing product evaluation and classification under the One Commune One Product OCOP program, recognizing 5,401 OCOP products with the 3 or more stars, in which 62.6% 3-star products and 35.8% to 4-star products and about 1.6% 5-star potential products. These products come from more than 2,944 entities, with 38.8% being cooperatives, 27.4% being enterprises, and the rest being production establishments and cooperative groups. After more than 3 years of implementation since 2018, the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development assessed that OCOP products are gradually affirming their value and quality in the market and are highly appreciated by consumers as well as being used a lot then. According to these positive results, the Ministry set a target for 2022. The whole country strives to have about 6,500 products standardized according to OCOP products criteria, increase of about 10,100 products compared to 2021. OCOP products will be introduced and sold at OCOP stores or special OCOP stores. Phuoc Chi Commune has been invested in a sub-regional dye system to prevent floods and increase the rotation of the land. In recent years, farmers in Phuoc Chi Commune have had much access to science and technology and grow clean and high-quality rice varieties. 3 agricultural service cooperatives of Phuoc Chi Commune have also planted clean and fragrant rice varieties such as ST24, ST25, and Cửu Long incense. Director of Phuoc Hoa Agricultural Service Cooperative said that for 3 years the cooperative has specialized in producing ST24 rice and clean rice. This year winter spring crop in this area, the water lasts a long time, so the split is also a lot, so the rice plants grow smoothly. So we hope that ST25 has a high yield. The model of cleaning rice is entirely because the company invests in rice varieties divided in a clean direction, so the farmers only take care of it, with the price for the farmers is about 7,000 Vietnam dong per kilogram. According to farmers with current favorable growth, winter-spring rice crop in Phuoc Chi can achieve a yield of 7 tons per hectare, and Mr. Nguyễn Văn Minh, chairman of Phuoc Chi Commune People's Committee, said that in order to achieve high results in agricultural production, Phuoc Chi Commune has built 3 value chains including rice, aquaculture, and dairy cows. Currently, the commune has an agricultural and aquaculture service cooperative of Tram Cát Phuoc Chi which specializes in raising snakehead fish. This model is being demonstrated and will be replicated for participating farmers.
Ladies and gentlemen, in recent years, the rise of many agricultural products have decreased. Many farmers in Tay Ninh have converted their crop by themselves, and some have switched to livestock production. In Ben Cui, Cameroon, U Minh Châu district, many households have switched to raising goats.
From a few initial rising households up to now, the commune has established the Ben Cui Goat Breeding Professional Association consisting of 15 members with a total herd of several hundred goats. Currently, many households in Ben Cui Commune also planning to build more barns and develop goat herds. In the past, farmers in Ben Cui Commune, Yemenjao district mainly raised breeding cows. When the beef prices fell, many households switched to raising goats in the forms of cows. And bull hybrid goat breed is chosen by many households to raise because of its advantages and is well adapted to the environment of Ben Cui Commune. Raising the cows is not equal to raising goats. I switched to goat farming at first. I raise about 6 to 7 goats, and when they give in birth, I continue to raise them, some less, sometimes 40 goats, with a lower selling price. Getting grass from the garden, steering band, noodle for it to drink, whatever the goat eats, green leaves, jackfruit leaves, and bring it to it. If you keep for a long time to know if it's sick or not, see it at least and take medicine to cure it. Having settled in Ben Cui Commune since 1984, previously Mr. Trần Văn Vũ was a worker of the rubber company, and in 2014 he also built a barn in Hamlet number 4 Ben Cui Commune to raise goats. Starting from 2 female goats, brood goats, after 5 years, the goat herd increased to more than 50 herds. According to him, although this goat breed is somewhat larger than Ba Thao goat, but they have better antibodies. A female goat can give birth in life for a circle of about 10 turns and an average about 2 goats for 1 turn. They are omnivorous and easier to care for. If it is the same age, the hybrid power goats on weighs about 7 to 8 kilograms more than the Ba Thao goats. In order for the goats to grow healthy, some steps must be taken to prevent it, such as barns, food, etc. The food must be kept dry, clean, and plenty a little, well to the field to fight rust, plus added conserver. The shell of manure is equivalent to the founder of the goats, and this power hybrid was advantageous over the Ba Thao goats. In 1 month, I will increase the herd. And up to now, there are several thousand household raising goats in Ben Cui Commune, following the trend of goat herd development. And at the beginning of 2021, the Ben Cui Commune Farmers Union surveyed the reality and established the Ben Cui Goat Breeding Professional Association, consisting of 15 households. Up to now, this association is still operating effectively, and many households in the group have plans to expand their herd. The Farmers Association of Ben Cui Commune, in collaboration with the Policy Bank, the Farmer Support Funds, etc., created favorable conditions for the goat raising household to receive preferential loans up to 20 to 40 million Vietnam dong. In the coming time, it will continue to coordinate with the credit institutions, considering an eligible household can borrow more capital to expand barns and develop goat herds. The goat farmers in Ben Cui Commune has always shared experience in caring for and injecting disease, and let the people come and buy goat breed to develop livestock production, and this model can be replicated in other localities also.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for TTV News today. Thank you for joining with us and see you next time.